Hello everyone, this is my 1968 Chevelle that's up for sale. It has a LS2 with the AFR heads, titanium valves to the AFR 215 heads. Has a custom Crower cam, hooker headers, has 2.5-inch exhaust with Black Widow mufflers. The paint and body was done about 2018, 2019. By my buddies at One Off Rides Garage. It's painted BMW liquid blue metallic. All the trim was painted black. The hood is also painted, nothing's wrapped. The bumpers were cut and tucked in, and the front bumper was modified. The front blinkers or turn signals were deleted, and custom grille was added. Behind the grille you have an oil and a power steering cooler. Okay, it does have halo lights, some LEDs, and the blinkers are turn signals are integrated in the halos. The handles also were painted black. It has all new glass that is ceramic, has been a ceramic tint all the way around. The front windshield is not tinted. The rear bumper was also tucked in for a tighter fit. The reverse lights were also deleted. Got rid of some of the trim. There's a custom diffuser that was fabricated by my buddy Edwin at One Off Rides Garage, and a custom one-off rear spoiler. The lights, the rear signals, or I guess the frames or the trim for the rear tail lights have been smoothed out. There was also another little kind of line right here that was deleted. Again, all the trim was painted, nothing's wrapped. Now, as far as the interior goes, it does have an all-new interior. Everything is dyno matted. Has a new headliner. There's a foam up here, a dynomat foam. The floor has foam and the aluminum dynomat, and the doors are also dynomat. I hate rattles. Nothing in here rattles. The 6x9s are underneath that panel. Okay, this isn't suede. This isn't leather either. Okay, it's just vinyl. These are Cypher racing seats, and I try to have the rear seat match the front. It has a harness and this bar. This bar is removable. Okay, there's a bolt on that side. It is on a swivel, so you can move it back and forth if you want, or completely remove it. And the bar is also bolted down too if you want to remove it. Now it has Dakota digital gauges, has a fabricated center console, some cup holders. The has a Halo 9 Alpine touchscreen. If you plug it in to your phone, you can use your Google or Apple apps, GPS, all that stuff. Again, has custom door panels, black window cranks. I wanted everything kind of blacked out somewhat. Has Lloyd maps, floor mats on the deck, and again some kickers in the kicker speakers by your feet. Again, all the glass, all the you can see all the weather trimming is new. Okay, or was actually replaced when it was painted, so it's about 4 years old. Everything's good to go. It does have a custom hood, one-off hood. Okay, again, nothing's painted. There have been a couple people copying this hood on a Chevelle, but there's several Camaros that have these louvers made by Gray Steel Company. My buddy actually extended them, and then he added his own little mesh to it. Now the wheels are American Racing, 18x10 in the front, 18x11 in the rear. The as far as the frame goes, everything is stock, nothing's been cut. Okay, it's got 315s in the rear, 275s in the front. Again, nothing rubs. Let's lift up the hood. Again, it has an LS2. Okay, it has a 9-inch dual booster. Brakes are phenomenal. 1-inch bore master cylinder. Again, AFR heads. It has a cold case radiator. Runs nice and cool. Got to worry about anything. All the electrical is pretty much labeled, so you know what it is. That does have a catch can. I went with the Trailblazer SS intake because it makes more power than the LS6 intake. I know it's ugly, but personally I think it's one of the stock or best stock intakes that you can buy. It has a quick ratio steering box. This one is a 14:1. I do have a 12:1 that's brand new that will be going with the car. It's your preference on what you want to put in. I prefer the 12:1. The 14:1 was put in you know, recently, but I didn't like the feel of it. And I did have a 10:1, but I do have another 12:1. But I had a 10:1 prior, but this 14 is just again, it's all preference, so it's all subjective. But now it has a full UMI suspension, okay, with Alden American coilovers. All right. Stock spindle, tall ball joints, Howe ball joints. It has a chassis brace in the front from UMI. Okay, you can see the coilovers right there. There's absolutely no rust on the car. It has a Tremec 5-speed TKX. Let's see if we can get that. All right. There's the 5-speed. No modifications to the tunnel were needed. The paint looks phenomenal. Again, there's no rust. You see the inner fenders right here. I actually had this put like a protective film right here so that the paint wouldn't chip with rocks. I didn't put it in the front. Again, right here for the chips, put some film in there. Again, absolutely no rust. And no mini tub, nothing like that. Wheels fit great. Again, they're 2-piece forged from American Racing. And the paint looks great. We can go up to it anywhere you want in the car. And you can see my reflection on it very, very easily. You know. And yeah, the paint looks great. Now this is a good street car. I wouldn't say this is a SEMA car. You know, those $200,000 bills. This is a car that you can, you know, beat up if you wanted to. It runs and drives great. I've had the car for 13 years. The rear suspension is all UMI, spherical rod ends, even on the axle. 12-bolt 373 gears that was just rebuilt. Has a Hellwig front and rear sway bar. The rear sway bar is adjustable. Okay, the drive shaft is about a year and a half old. So the U joints are good to go on all that. What else, guys? Again, Wilwood brakes, 6-piston in the front, 4 in the rear. Steel braided lines. Let's see, it's running .4 fluid. What else? It does have a Holley computer. Everything is in the glove compartment. You can see right here. All right. Yeah. So again, it has Dakota digital gauges. you know. Again, the headliner is brand new. All this trim is good to go. Put foam right here. I don't have seat belts for the rear, unfortunately, but if you wanted to put some people back there. And everything's good, no rattles in the car, you know, even with the exhaust cut before the axle, no rattles. It's one of my pet peeves. The carb does perform very well. Again, I'm very happy with the suspension. So it has again, it has a chassis brace in the front, a chassis brace in the rear. Everything's bolt on, just to kind of reinforce those shock towers as well. And it does have new body bushings that were replaced about a year ago. I had polyurethane body bushings. I wasn't happy with that. I thought the ride was a little too rough, so I put rubber back on. So you should be good for another 10 years or so with those body bushings. And yeah, man, no AC, unfortunately. This car was they did a story on it on Motor Trend, and it was also in the 2019 Super Chevy Muscle Car Challenge representing Alden American. Okay, what else, guys? That's about it, man. Again, all new electrical from Painless, so you know, it has those new type 2-prong fuses. Okay, and the 5-speed is about 2 years old. Okay, and again, nothing, the floor wasn't modified, the frame wasn't modified, it isn't mini tubbed. There's absolutely no rubbing. I don't care if you put 4 people in here. This car you can drive out of state, autocross it, drive it back. I've done it several times. Again, this is a car that you can take to a show and take it to a road course, take it to an autocross. It's again, it's literally ready to go. Has a Holley 302-2 pan that has internal baffles for you know, your little road racing autocross scenarios. Has a Tanks Inc. tank with the aeromotive fuel pump. It has a floatless sender. All the gauges work, and there's also another provision. It's unplugged, but if you want to run or check your oil temps, there's a connection for that on the firewall if you choose to use that in the future. I actually had it when I had an automatic for my transmission temps, but since we switched to manual, we disconnected it. But it's still there if you want to run or check your oil temps. Let's see if I can get the keys and open the trunk for you. The trunk has been relocated in the, as you were, the battery has been relocated in the trunk. Let's see. Everything again was dynomated. There's an amp. There's no subwoofer, but it's just the amp for the 6x9s in the rear. The battery's here. Again, here's the trunk. Again, it's a good, honest street car. And again, it drives extremely well. I think it's one of the most reliable Chevelles out here in the West Coast. I will go as far as saying that. It has done a lot of things that a lot of Chevelles in this country have not done. It's been tested. Again, I think I can only think of maybe a couple other Chevelles out here in the West Coast that have been tested the way this car has. And that's it, man. If anybody's got any questions, again, please message me. You can DM me at 626 Chevelle on Instagram. I will post this on YouTube. But if you have any questions about the car, please let me know. I'll answer anything. Again, pretty much a new interior, new carpet. It's a really good street car, man. No issues. If you live out of state, you can drive it back. I probably wouldn't, only because I'd be worried about little rock chips. Now, if you live in Nevada, Arizona, no big deal. But the last car I sold, we lived in the east side of New Mexico. The only thing is the front bumper. I worry about rock chips. That's the only thing that scares me about the car. I didn't put a protective film on the front bumper. I should have, but that's it, man. If it was chrome, I wouldn't care. But I do worry about some debris sometimes, you know, scratching up the paint. That's the only bad thing about after I painted the car, how good it looks. And now I'm actually scared to, you know, to damage it. There's no dents, nothing like that. Again, the paint looks great. Looks great, man. So again, if anybody has any questions, please let me know if there's anything. It made 443 horsepower to the wheels too. It was so the car's already tuned. Starts up perfectly, no heating issues. You can sit in traffic at 100 degrees, no problem. But it was tuned already by KB Fab and Tune. The heads, lifters, LS7 lifters, LS7 rocker arms has a trunnion upgrade. Again, the AFR heads, all that is about 2 years old. And a custom grind, little crawler cam from Maloof Racing. Let's see if we can start it up. So again, all the gauges work. Idle's great. Need to put some gas in it. Now if you plug your phone into this, it will if you plug your phone into this, it'll go into your Google, whatever it is that you want. You can put whatever you want on the screen. In here we have the Holley computer if you wanted to mess with it. After the tune, I didn't touch it. So yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in this. Located in the San Gabriel Valley, California, near Pasadena. And if you're interested in this, let me know. Again, you can hit me up at 626 Chevelle on Instagram, or at 626chevelle@gmail.com. If you got any questions about this, and we can talk. But it's up for sale right away, and I'll be taking cash. And if you have Bitcoin or any type of crypto, I'll take that as well. Only Ethereum or Bitcoin if you want to pay me in that. And that's it, man. Thank you.